Ford has finally done what millions of frustrated owners have been waiting years to see. The EcoBoost nightmare is over, and the truth behind what went wrong and how Ford fixed it is something every truck and SUV owner in America needs to hear right now. For over a decade, EcoBoost engines sat at the center of one of the biggest debates in the automotive world. On one side, you had Ford loyalists praising the technology for squeezing impressive power out of smaller, more fuel-efficient engines. On the other side, you had real owners dealing with real problems, costly repairs, unexpected failures, and a growing distrust that no amount of marketing could cover up. Now heading into 2026, Ford has rolled out a sweeping set of engineering changes that could completely flip the script on everything people thought they knew about EcoBoost. Let's start from the beginning because understanding the fix means understanding the failure. When Ford first introduced EcoBoost technology, the concept made total sense. The idea was simple. Replace larger, heavier V6 and V8 engines with smaller turbocharged units that could deliver comparable power while burning less fuel. Strong torque from low displacement, better emissions, modern turbo performance, and improved efficiency across the entire lineup. And honestly, in the early days, it worked. The 2.7L and 3.5L EcoBoost engines became the backbone of the F-150, one of the best-selling vehicles in American history. SUVs across Ford's lineup followed the same path. Things looked promising, but real-world driving eventually exposed some serious cracks in the foundation. The first and most alarming issue was coolant intrusion. Coolant was leaking directly into engine cylinders, and the consequences were severe. Owners reported misfires, rough idling, and in the worst cases, complete engine failure. Engineers traced the root cause back to weaknesses in the block design and the cooling channel layout, problems that showed up most frequently in the 1.5L and 2.0L EcoBoost variants. For many owners, this wasn't just an inconvenience. It meant thousands of dollars in repair bills and a complete loss of confidence in the engine. The second major issue was carbon buildup. Because EcoBoost engines rely heavily on direct fuel injection, gasoline never flows across the intake valves to clean them. Over time, carbon deposits accumulate on those valves, restrict airflow, and drag performance down. This became one of the most common maintenance headaches EcoBoost owners faced, especially those putting serious mileage on their vehicles. Third came turbo heat stress. Turbochargers generate enormous amounts of heat during operation. Without proper thermal management, oil breaks down faster, turbo components wear out prematurely, and the lifespan of the entire system shortens significantly. Owners who use their trucks for towing, hauling, or driving in hot climates felt this problem more than most. And then there was the timing chain. Certain EcoBoost engines developed premature timing chain stretch, leading to engine noise, loss of timing accuracy, and repair costs that many owners simply weren't prepared for. So, why did all of this happen? Automotive engineers who studied these failures point to a common theme. Ford pushed the technology to its absolute limits. Forcing a small engine to produce big power means higher cylinder pressure, greater thermal load, and increased mechanical stress on every single component. In those earlier designs, the cooling systems and the materials used weren't always tough enough to handle the demands of long-term real-world driving, especially under heavy use conditions. Now here's where the story changes. Ford's 2026 update is not a minor patch. This is a full engineering overhaul, and the details are significant. The first major change is a redesigned engine block. Ford has strengthened the internal structure from the ground up, improved cylinder wall integrity, and completely revised the coolant channel routing to provide better resistance against thermal stress. This directly attacks the coolant intrusion problem that caused so much damage to so many engines over the years. The second change, maybe the most important of all, Ford has added port fuel injection alongside the existing direct injection system. This dual injection setup means fuel now flows across the intake, valves during port injection cycles, washing away carbon deposits before they ever get a chance to build up. This is a proven solution already adopted by several of Ford's top competitors, and its inclusion in the 2026 EcoBoost lineup is a direct acknowledgement that the old single-injection approach had a fundamental flaw. Third, Ford completely overhauled its cooling architecture, enhanced coolant flow control, upgraded intercooling, and better thermal management around the turbocharger all work together to keep temperatures in check and protect internal components from the heat damage that previously shortened engine life. Fourth, the turbochargers themselves have been redesigned. New generation units feature more heat-resistant materials, improved lubrication channels, and faster, more efficient boost delivery. Less stress on the turbo means longer life and more consistent performance across the entire ownership period. Fifth, Ford addressed the timing chain issue directly by using more durable materials throughout the timing system, improving chain tensioner design, and optimizing lubrication pathways to reduce wear from the very first mile. So, what does all of this actually mean for drivers on American roads? It means reliability should improve in a big way. Fewer engine failures, longer service intervals, and reduced maintenance costs are the direct benefits owners should expect from these updates. Performance should feel smoother, too, with better throttle response and more consistent power delivery from the turbo. And for anyone who pushes their vehicle hard, whether that means towing a trailer across Texas or taking a Bronco off-road through the Rockies, the improved cooling and upgraded materials mean these engines are now engineered to handle that kind of punishment over the long haul. Industry experts are responding with cautious optimism. Many specialists believe Ford has finally targeted the actual root causes of EcoBoost failures, rather than applying surface-level patches. The combination of dual injection and the redesigned cooling system alone represents a meaningful generational leap. That said, no one is declaring total victory just yet. Engines tell their real story at $50,000 to $100,000 under years of daily use. The proof will come with time. The vehicles getting these updates include the F-150, the Explorer, the Bronco, and the Ranger, all seeing improvements in reliability, durability, and efficiency. For truck buyers especially, this could mark the moment turbocharged engines finally earn back the trust that was lost. Experts still recommend keeping up with regular oil changes, using high-quality synthetic oil, monitoring coolant levels, staying current with software updates, and avoiding unnecessary heat stress whenever possible. No engine is completely immune to wear, but the 2026 redesign cuts the risk down dramatically. Ford is not walking away from EcoBoost. The company is betting on it. This update reflects a clear commitment to combining the efficiency that made EcoBoost popular with the durability that was always missing. As electrification continues to reshape the industry, EcoBoost remains a critical part of Ford's lineup and its long-term strategy. The EcoBoost nightmare was real. The complaints were valid. The damage was done. But the 2026 redesign signals a genuine turning point. Stronger internals, a smarter fuel delivery system, and a completely rethought approach to cooling have addressed the biggest weaknesses that plagued this engine family for years. If these updates hold up the way early indicators suggest, EcoBoost engines could soon reclaim their place among the most trusted powertrains in the American market. The story is not over, but for the first time in a long time, it looks like Ford is finally writing the right ending.